Welcome back. YCN Sports Talk, one final segment. Jeremy Stout, Dave Collins. And Dave, what do we have on tap this weekend?
Lots of action this week. You can check out our website, ycnnow.com. Also send us questions, comments, concerns, sportstalk@ycnnow.com. Live college sports. It starts up this Friday night, 9 o'clock. We've got Minnesota Duluth at Denver. That's men's ice hockey. On Saturday, we've got basketball. UNC Wilmington will take on St. Bonaventure at 6 o'clock in the evening. Then VCU at Old Dominion. That's at 8 o'clock. And then right after our show tonight at 7:30, it is the premiere of YCN High School basketball. It's the game of the week. Hillsborough-Deering, the Hillcat ladies, travel to Langdon to take on the Wildcats of Fall Mountain. Next week, we've got the Lady Cougars of Kearsarge. They go to Claremont, and they will take on the Stevens Cardinals, all right here on YCN. YCNnow.com for the schedule.
Yeah, lots going on. Local, as you mentioned, a couple local games, high school season starting in New Hampshire, starting in Vermont in a couple weeks. So lots to do and talk about. Let's get right into the college scene, the local college scene. You have your pick of Dartmouth sports. Which ones do you want to talk about first?
Oh boy, I mean it's not looking good.
Not a good start.
Combined records, okay, for men's hockey, women's basketball, and women's basketball up in Hanover. They are 7-13-2. The men's basketball team yet to have a win. They are 0-6 right now. They'll be at UVM tonight to take on the Catamounts. That's going to be a tough game. If Dartmouth can win it, that might set the stage for a little bit of a winning streak because they've got Maine. The women's hockey team, historically, they've been good against BC. They've got them at home tonight at Thompson Arena against the Boston College Eagles. They need a win because they're 2-8. Men's hockey team, they've struggled. They're 3-5-2 right now. And the women's basketball team, they are 2-4. So for Dartmouth, they got to turn things around because next thing you know, especially in basketball, now there is that Ivy League tournament that's going to take place at the Palestra in Philadelphia. Top 4 teams in basketball in the Ivy League will go down to Philadelphia to battle it out to see who gets the bid. It's not just the record and no playoffs.
Right.
So the women's and men's basketball teams, it's not do or die as of yet, but you really want to get a few quality wins under your belt before you head into the Ivy League schedule.
And the men's team plays Maine at home on Saturday, so that will be one of their tests where they should be able to get the win there. Maine's off to a tough start. They just played Duke, actually, lost to Duke, but playing some tough competition. Let's stick to that men's basketball team quickly and talk about what you expect for the season in the Ivy League. Well, where do they sit? I know they were picked, I think, 6th out of the 8 teams. Is the over-under if we're going to 6 wins in the Ivy League play? Or is that high?
I think that's high right now. You know, it's a first-year coach. Paul Cormier is not with the organization anymore. Coach McLaughlin is there. Seems a little bit more focused on play setups and play development, but also has to realize he's got some young, raw talent there and doesn't really have a big man and doesn't really have a point guard to bring the ball up. There's a couple of different players playing out of position. Evan Boudreau, we know what you're going to get from that. Miles Wright, you know what you're going to get from him because he's a great young player too. But as far as the extra pieces to fit that puzzle, it's not coming together as quickly as Coach McLaughlin wanted it right now up in Hanover for Dartmouth men's basketball. All
right, so you're going to be at the game tonight when they play the women's hockey, host BC. I'll be there as well. And then Saturday, men's host Maine. And we'll see what the rest of the season holds as they get into Ivy League play. And now it's time for the YCN Sports Talk Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week.
Salt Hill Pub with locations in Lebanon, Hanover, Newport, and the Mount Sunapee Traffic Circle. Get your holiday greetings on at Salt Hill Pub and say hello to Josh and Joe Toohey.
And as you mentioned last week, soon to be on 12A.
Exactly,
hopefully,
in the plazas.
Sooner than later. All right, let's get to the picks right now. I'll let you go first. And,
we're all tied up, Jeremy.
Yeah, we are. That's right.
Because I chose the Jets last week. Jeremy won that game. He picked Indianapolis. So now we are all tied up after how many weeks? So we're in week 14.
We're in week 14 now. So we're going to start off with your Philadelphia. Well, I don't know if they're your Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know who you want to claim, the Eagles or
I was
the
in
Jets.
Philadelphia. There's nobody's team right now.
All right, who you got at home?
I will take the
Washington.
Redskins, even though I'm not a fan of the Redskins right now. I just think Philadelphia is still a mess.
Yeah. Washington is playing well. They looked good this week on the road against Arizona. They come back, though. But I think Philadelphia, they're at home. I think they should be able to. We talked about that. At home, they're a little bit better.
Okay. Still a pick'em game, though, and it means something to the Redskins.
Exactly. We'll go over to Indy. As we mentioned, they look good on Monday night. But was it just a matter of the Jets they were playing, or are they turning the ship around? They host the Texans.
Well, another meaningful game because that AFC South is so bunched up for a playoff spot. Indianapolis is favored by 6, so I'll take the Colts at home.
Yeah, I agree. We talked about the Texans, how they've struggled. They've only had one road win this year, so I'm going to take Indianapolis at home as well. We go to a big NFC matchup, Seattle, Green Bay. Green Bay fighting for their playoff lives here, really.
Again, another meaningful game in this series. Green Bay needs it. Seattle's going to get it, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. They looked good. Seattle did. against the Panthers on Sunday night, and so I'm going to take Seattle on the road as well.
Only thing that worries me, Seattle is a 2.5-point favorite on the road. They are built for all weather, but if the weather is a factor in Green Bay, what does the running game look like for the Seahawks? They need to get that established too in order to win that.
All right, 2 picks, NFC East, Dallas and the Giants. Giants got some momentum, but Dallas has not lost yet.
I think it's time for Big Blue to make that late season push. I'll take the Giants at home, even though the Cowboys are a 3-point favorite on the road.
And I think the Cowboys, they have that extra rest. They played on Thursday night against Minnesota. I'm going to take Dallas on the road. Final pick before we wrap it up. Baltimore, New England. You foreshadowed Baltimore may be a problem.
New England sports fans are going to be going crazy on Tuesday morning. Oh, what's happened to our Patriots? We don't have Gronk. See, I told you, this is what happens when we don't have the key players. I'm going to take the Ravens, but Patriots fans, you've got nothing to worry about. It's a blemish. If Baltimore beats them this week, Patriots will come through strong at Denver next week. You're fine.
And I don't have any problems with that. I'm going to take the Patriots. They win at home.
They're 7-point favorites, by the way.
Let's see if our screen's not working.
Oh, look,
there.
maybe you got to pick Baltimore.
They don't want me to take the Patriots.
Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's no one up there.
Hey, when was the last time the Patriots lost 3 home games in a season? It's been a while. That will be their 3rd loss. Buffalo, Seattle, and then Baltimore if that comes true.
The world is not coming to an end. You'll be fine. You just might have to go out to Oakland to play the AFC Championship.
That's going to do it. Don't forget, YCN Sports Talk premieres every Wednesday at 7:30. Thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks to Greg and Alex. We'll be back next week. Have a good one.